Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. And today I'm gonna tell you about the new fragrance by Moschino. This fragrance, it has an absolutely beautiful bottle color. Not the bottle itself, I'm not a fan of it, but the color, oh my gosh, it looks like this, oil slick. It's beautiful. So we're gonna get into this, and just to make you a bit involved into this video, I'm gonna talk you through some of the bottle designs that I'm not particularly a fan of, because you see I'm not a particular fan of this Moschino design bottle, but I absolutely love the color. So the new fragrance by Moschino is Toy 2 Pearl, and I do have a sample here. And even a sample is made like this kind of oil slicky. I do hope that the camera catches this thing. So it's like the bottle is the same. I do have this little kind of paper thing that you're supposed to spray the fragrance onto it, but it doesn't do it justice. I mean, it just, but you kind of get the idea. But the bottle is the same. The bottle has this beautiful color, blue to red to green to a bit of yellow. It's amazing. So, and I do have a sample here. I'm gonna refresh it once again. And in the meantime, do please subscribe to my channel, activate this kind of bell notification if you wish to get updates from my channel. So, what do we have here? I'm gonna be a little bit slow because I have to translate the notes from another language. So we have the lemon sherbet, oregano, sand, freesia, jasmine, cypress, vetiver, and musk. So these are the notes of this fragrance, and I do remember that when I found it in the store, I sprayed it on myself. And no, first I did spray it on this exact paper, and then I took it with me. So I was like, oh my gosh, it was something beautiful, because it opened up with this amazing, beautiful, very juicy blast of lemon, like, well, a lemon sorbet, I want to say. Beautiful, very sharp, kind of a bit more sharp than I would love it to be. But I thought that, oh my gosh, but it's fine because it's the unisex fragrance, right? So I mean, we cannot go too kind of sweety lemon, like a lemon dulce from Chopard. We cannot go that way. So it was fine for me. And you see, I do still have this sharpness at the moment, even though I did spray a couple of minutes back. But I do get this sharpness, do get this juiciness, and it's beautiful. The opening is absolutely amazing. And then at the moment in the store, I thought that, oh my gosh, I have to get it. I have to get this fragrance because the opening reminded me of something that I had like years back, probably when I was in my 20s. So years and years back. And it wasn't something, expensive. It was this kind of sort of middle range priced fragrance. And I was like, oh, it's good, it's good, I have to have it. And then I went out from the store because I just wanted to see how it's gonna evolve, and I did good. I did good. The lady gave me the sample, and like around 15 minutes after I initially sprayed, I do understand that this sharpness, this juiciness, this lemon accord is kind of, it changed. It did change. It faded drastically. It faded drastically, and I do not get it anymore. I do get some kind of white flowery, and then I saw that, well, it does indicate a little bit of notes in here. So in here we have lemon, we have jasmine, we have essence of vetiver, we have cypress, oregano, sand, freesia, and musk. So it's basically the same notes that I just gave you in the beginning of this video. So I did realize that I don't have this kind of lemony opening anymore. Around 10 minutes past, 15 probably, and I don't have it anymore. What I have is this kind of white flower. Hard to say which one. I looked it up, it was a jasmine, but I don't get this kind of white flowery part of the jasmine. I do get more of an indolic part of the jasmine here, so it's kind of strange, and kind of it adds up for me to this masculinity. And then I have this very strong accord of greenness, so oregano and cypress. And for me, just in a matter of 15 minutes, this fragrance, from a beautiful unisex lemony, sharp lemony explosion blast, beautiful, it did turn to something very masculine. And I'm not against masculine scents. In effect, I do wear some of them sometimes, and I do have quite a lot of unisex fragrances, and I do enjoy them. But this one, I was a bit astonished, because I thought that, well, it's supposed to be unisex, so it's supposed to kind of combine the feminine and a masculine fragrance in kind of fairly equal parts, but it didn't. It just didn't. Right away, it was like probably 50, like 60-40, 60 being masculine and 40 being feminine. And then gradually, in a matter of 15 minutes, it became almost 90-10, 90 being masculine and only 10 being feminine. And I don't know, I was so excited when I found it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And I was like, I want to buy this fragrance, I like it. But then I remembered, just casually, I do have 400 plus fragrances, so I probably should be a little bit cautious, because I just don't blind buy anymore. Or if I do, I still have to kind of think through my purchase, because I do have a lot of fragrances, and I don't want to buy something that maybe not gonna work for me. So, and I'm glad I didn't buy it right away. So yeah, this is a good fragrance. This is a good fragrance, but I'd recommend it mainly for men. Maybe for some women that kind of like to dress in a manly way, or they like to act like that, or they prefer masculine fragrances, then probably this one is going to be for you. Don't be afraid of it being unisex, because in my opinion it's more man than it is a woman. So overall, it's a good one, because the longevity is good one. I wasn't expecting a great longevity out of this, to be honest, but I mean, it's a good longevity, and it has a good sillage, and couple of sprays on your hand, it's gonna last you 4-5 hours plus. So it's a nice fragrance. It has quite a sharp, quite loud opening, and then it fades, and what it gives you, this kind of greeny, a bit mineral. And this is the note that I just wanted to emphasize a little bit. I do get the mineral note in this fragrance. Have no idea where it came from. Probably it's gonna be the sand, but I did tested the sand fragrances before, and I didn't get this mineral part in them. And this is the mineral part that kind of a little bit bothers me. I don't like it that much. It kind of reminds me, but in a very, very, very little, uh, teeny tiny manner, this metallic by Tom Ford that I don't like. And it has this kind of composition on me, but as I've told you, it's very, very, very minor. It's very subdued. I don't get the same vibes from this scent. In fact, mm, I still consider it. I do think that I might bite. I might still pull the trigger and bite. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. But you be advised that there's this mineral composition to it. That in the beginning, when it's all this covered up with this lemon, you don't feel it, and then it comes through. It came through like about like 20 minutes or 15 minutes after the initial spray. So around this time when the lemon went away, this mineral came in. So I don't know, but this mineral part, yeah, not good. For me, it's not the best thing, but I don't feel it that much. So it's like, it's a very nice fragrance. It's very nice and round composition, very pleasant, but for me, it's more mainly than it is womanly. Uh, Great sillage, great longevity. The prices are fine, I guess. I was kind of overall unimpressed by this toy line. Well, the first one, do you remember the first bottle? It was like this straight up the toy. It looked like a toy. And then they came out with the sort of this white yellowish bottle, which was fine. It was like typical unisex. Then it was this black bottle. I didn't like that one. And then it was this pink bottle. The pink bottle, I think it was the worst of of all of them, because it for me it was this. Just imagine the picture: a woman that has an old lipstick on her, like this old smelling lipstick, and she's chewing the bubble gum. So this is the vibe that I got from that fragrance. I didn't like it at all, and it was very lipsticky, very rosy, very this old lipsticky lady vibe. Oh my gosh, no, 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 no. This one, I think this one is the best out of all of them. And the bottle, I'm a fan. I'm not a fan of the bottle. I'm a fan of the color of the bottle. So, being in this territory now, I'm gonna show you a couple of bottles that I find them kind of a bit strange, a bit not so much comfortable to use. And I'm gonna start with the bottle that is in there. Do you see the bottle of Bulgari? So it kind of, I do have one here. So it kind of made like two kind of interlocking chain parts, and it's not very comfortable to hold it, because it's kind of big, it's bulky, but I mean, it's a nice object to just to put on your shelf and to, or on the dressing table. But I'm not a fan of the bottles. I know that they remake the bottles, and so now they're supposed to kind of improve them. I'm not a fan of this improvement either. I mean, no. The next thing, and this one I actually quite like, because you see, this one has this removable hail, that the bigger bottles, they don't have it. The bigger bottles, they do have this kind of hole opening here, and so you're supposed to spray them like that, and it's so uncomfortable because the bottle is big. The bottle is like 50 ml and 90. It's not 100, it's 90. I'm I'm not sure. Anyway, and it's so uncomfortable that you have to hold it with two hands to kind of to be able to spray it properly. And I do much prefer this 30 ml because you take off the heel, and here it is, the sprayer, right? It's much more comfortable. You can hold it with your one hand. You don't need two hands to do that. So another bottle, and it's not a horrible bottle. It's just that the cap is completely killing me. This is the Beyonce Pulse, and the bottle is like that. Well, the bottle itself is normal. It's like it's fairly standard. It's kind of a bit like I want to say coffin-like, but I mean nothing special really. But this one, this is the thing that kind of it's killing me, because you're supposed to put it like that, and you're supposed to kind of to store it that way. But I do think it's a good idea for people that don't have a lot of fragrances, but us fragrance lovers, fragrance collectors, fragrance users, that we have like maybe even hundreds of fragrances. These kind of not standardized bottles, they kind of, yeah, they shouldn't they shouldn't exist. I mean, and this the is the other bottle that I kind of, I'm on a fence. Do I like it? Sometimes I do, but I mean, I don't find it particularly beautiful. I mean, it looks like an alien. It definitely does look like an alien. But am I a fan? I can't say that. For some reason, I didn't bring my Donna Karan apples, but I do have three of them. So do you see this bottle, right? And this bottle now, this apple now, you can kind of, just in the same manner as this one, you just take off the cap and you spray, because the sprayer is like under the cap. But the previous bottles, the bottles like, I'm talking like 10 years back probably, they did have a hole in the cap, so you wouldn't remove the cap. You should grab the bottle like that and spray, and it was uncomfortable. And I'm so glad that they do make these bottles like that now. And the last bottle that I do have here, and it's kind of a cute bottle, but I'm not a fan. This is the bottle of Cacharel, and this is Yes I Am, the classic one, the first one. It looks like a huge lipstick, like a huge kind of toy lipstick, I'd say. Is it a bad design? It's not a bad design. It's just, it's a bit odd. It's a bit like, but it's very well made design, I have to admit. It's just that, I mean, it almost feels like it's made, it's like targeted to this very specific group of people, being girls, young girls, like from 12 to 15. Because you know, if you're a grown-up woman, I'm not sure that you're gonna like this one. I don't know, but the scent itself is good. The scent is good. Yeah. So all the other bottles, I don't have other strange bottles. I do have a couple of bottles that, but I do quite like them. Those Jean Paul Gaultier bottles, I do quite like them, and I especially like those Scandal bottles with legs that are pointing up. I do like that one. So yeah, please let me know if you did test the fragrance, the Toy 2 Pearl fragrance. If you like the bottle, well, not the bottle, again, I do not like the bottle. I do like the color of the bottle. I don't like the bottle even a bit. That's part of the reason why I don't like the bottle, is that it's bulky. It's bulky, and it kind of goes to the same territory as this one. It's kind of a bit childish for me, so I'm not a fan. But the color of the bottle, we need more bottles like that, more colored like that, because it's beautiful oil slick. It's beautiful, like this kind of changing color, like depending on how you kind of twist the bottle, the color changes a bit. It's amazing. It's beautiful. So yeah, let me know if you know this fragrance. Let me know if you have maybe bought it, already, and let me know about the bottles that you don't like, that you think that, well, they could have been better, like better designed, more comfortable to handle. Yeah, thank you for your time, thank you for watching me, and we'll meet next Wednesday. Bye all.